Hello, Magic players. Welcome you to episode number 88 of the Brewers Tavern. 88, right. Good that you are here, Charles. Good that we have you here. How are you?
Good to be here, and welcome everyone. Thanks for being here, Mitja. Episode 88. I think we have two cool decks, but I think what you're doing may really hurt what I'm trying to do, but we'll have to see. Normally, I wouldn't be too scared of Aladdin's, but I am today with what I'm trying to do. You want to quickly say what you're going to do, and then I'll mention quickly?
I would call my deck a mono red control deck, which is probably quite spot on of what I'm trying to do. Yeah, as I said so far, I'm on mono red with artifacts, and yeah, what did you bring for us today?
Right, so it's very hard or nearly impossible to try to make illusionary mask work in Swedish, but I wanted to try to use it. But if you keep trying to steal my little baby artifacts, it's going to be very hard to pull it off. So we'll have to see if I can do it. But I'm trying to use most of the creatures that, in theory, could take advantage of mask and see how it would work out. But I'll talk more about that in the deck. So why don't we take a look at your list first, as usual, and then we'll take a look at mine.
Perfect. Yeah, let's move on. And here's my list. As you can see, I'm full on mono red. I really try to make Aladdin work. Fun fact, this is the only deck so far which I play tested before I brought it to Brewers Tavern. And that was more an accident. A friend of mine messaged me yesterday if I'm up for a quick round of Magic, like half an hour in between. And this is how I tested the list. It felt pretty solid. Super cool list. I will talk a little bit about the new cards, or which I think are the new cards, and then we move on to your list. Because my deck strategy is pretty, let's say, simple. The card I want to mention first is the Ashnod's Transmogrant. It's a artifact for one colorless. You can tap it and sacrifice it to put a 1/1 counter on a creature. But the more important thing is you will turn that creature into a artifact on top to its other its other how is it called, characteristics. And yeah, so you can just steal the creature with the second new card. It's the Aladdin. Aladdin is a card from Arabian Nights. It is 4 mana, 2 colorless, and double red. I think it's not a legendary. I don't know why, because I think Aladdin is pretty legend, but that's just me. So Aladdin is 2 colorless, 2 red, 1/1. So far nothing special, but for 1 colorless and double red, you gain control. You tap him and you gain control of target artifact, as long as he remains in play. So he's one of the only old school creatures which doesn't need to stay tapped to gain control, which means a lot of these sec outlets I having in my list, the Atox and the Ashnod's Altar, are pretty amazing with it. So my deck plan is, first of all, I ramp out a Blood Moon to save myself from swords, disenchants, whatsoever. Of course, not lightning bolts. And then I try to slam Aladdin the round after and steal the Moxen of my opponent to cut him out of the colors. And I can either sacrifice the Moxen into the Atox, which is quite a good synergy, because even if my opponent destroys the Aladdin, he will not get back a single artifact from me. Or I sacrifice the artifact creatures to the Ashnod's Altar and try to prepare a super huge fireball. So yeah, as you might have recognized, I am not running a lot of artifact removal, hard removal like Shatter. I have 1 in the main board, 2 in the sideboard. I'm not going for the full playset because I have Aladdin. There's basically no better way to steal artifacts, right? And I think it is a super cool synergy in the sideboard with Disharmony and the Ruck X, because I can either sacrifice the creature to the Ashnod's Altar to gain mana out of it, Or I have the City in a Bottle, which destroys the Rug Egg, and the Rug Egg token is not from Arabian Nights, so I will still have the creature. Yeah, so I think this was it for my list. The rest of the cards are pretty classic. I really think that's a super cool synergy. If you're thinking my Atoks look weird, both of them are gifts. One is from Christian Reinhardt, the other from Akos Szyberska. I hope I pronounce his last name right. If not, Akos, please forgive me, my friend. Yeah, like those were Christmas gifts, and I will just hold them quick to the camera before we start because they look amazing. One is Robin Hood, the other one is Billy the Kid, which is quite cool. So Charles, let's move on to your list, and Charles, please tell us a little bit about your list.
Okay, so first off, let's talk about Illusionary Mask, which I should have the card out already, or have Gather out. But basically, the mask is 1 mana to cast It's 1 mana to cast, and it's 2 mana to cast. Sorry, 2 mana to cast, and then for. Let me just get the Gatherer. What is
I can open it up for you and read it out if you want to. Then you can go
on. Why don't we do that? Just to make sure that we have. I don't want to say the deck tech and have it wrong. Okay, you could choose. All right, so it's 2 mana, and then for X, you may choose a creature card in your hand whose mana could be paid by some amount. Okay, and if you do, you cast a card face down as a 2/2 creature spell without paying its mana cost. If the creature that spell becomes as it resolves has not been turned face up and would be assigned or deal damage, be dealt damage, or become tapped, instead turn it face up. So basically what we can do is I can spend an amount of mana or more than want to try to be sneaky and cast a creature face down. So let's say I say I'm tapping 2 blue and 4 colorless, and I can put a card face down, and you wouldn't know necessarily whether, if you look at this list, it's a Serendib Djinn or a Mahamodi or an Air Elemental. You would have no idea what's underneath there. But the idea to mask is, let's say I bring in a Serendib Djinn. In my upkeep, I would have to sacrifice a land, and if that land happens to be an island, I would take 3 damage. But in this case, the card that's face up is just a 2/2 creature until it becomes tapped, deals damage, or assigns damage. So in my upkeep, I wouldn't sacrifice any land. It's just a 2/2 creature. So, and then when I go to attack, I could just attack. And then once I tap it to attack, it's turn face over, and Mitja would see what it is. So the idea is I'm trying to use Mask to be able to get to 1 free attack. The other card, which the 61st card, which is just staring at everybody, which is definitely a new card in Brewers Tavern. It's almost unplayable. Is from the dark is Leviathan, and Leviathan's a 10/10 creature. I might not be able to cast it, but I have to at least try. It's 4 blue mana and then 5 colorless, so it's 9 mana, and it's a 10/10 trample, but it has a huge downside, which is when it comes into play, you have to sacrifice 2 islands. And when you want to go to attack, you also have to sacrifice 2 islands. So before you can attack, so even if you can cast this guy, even if he's not swordsed, you need to sacrifice 4 islands before you get 1 attack in. But if I can cast it under the Illusionary Mask, it's coming into play as a 2/2 creature, so I do not have to sacrifice 2 islands. And when I go to attack and tap the creature, it's just a 2/2 until it's tapped, so I do not have to sacrifice 2 islands. So I get to 1 attack without having to sacrifice a single island. So you can see kind of how the mask can be used. It's stretching it, but this is basically what you could do. Now, Serendib, free, you at least get to save 1 damage in your upkeep. So you get to cast him underneath the mask, and in your upkeep, you don't have to pay that 1 damage until you attack 1. So you get 1 free attack, basically. So that's the basic idea with mask. Strikes, you don't really have a benefit for casting it under the mask, other than I guess your opponent won't know. Is it a trike? Is it a Modi? It could, because you could pay more mana to cast a creature, but you can't pay less. So cast a 6 mana underneath, you might play Aladdin into it. You might not know, is it a Modi or is it a Trike? But otherwise, there's no real advantage to a creature like that. Now, if you get into Scryings and you have Dreadnought, Mask could become a really good card. It's not really great, which is why I've never seen, and Mask is from the Alpha set originally. I've never seen the card. I've never seen the card ever. But let's, the rest of the list is pretty basic. The reason there's a Blood Moon in the sideboard, is I'm very worried about Maze of Ith. That's a real problem for me, right? Because like if you have lots of mazes, I have big problems. That's actually why there's another Icy, because that's another way that blue-white, because blue-white doesn't really have land removal, could deal with that. I have more white in the sideboard, so I have a couple planes, more for just for bringing all these white spells, but certainly if you have Blood Moon, and then Control Magic could be another way to deal, since I don't have that much white, instead of 4 swords, and Moda, everything flies. And Sarah's are just, if I need to bring in additional creatures, they're just great creatures. So with that, I'd say let's go to the Brewers Tavern, and just I will meet you there. Give me 10 seconds, and I will be there in 1 second.
But I thought you need 10.
Yeah, just give me 10 seconds. No, let's switch to the Brewers Tavern and shuffle up and give me 10 seconds.
Yeah. Here we are. Hey. And as I said, look, this is the Robin Hood from Christian Reinhardt, which is quite cool. And this is Billy the Kid from Akosh. Really great. And I love them. So I'm typically not the ATOC player, but I'm super happy to get those gifts from my friends, and I want to play them. Not even show them, it's just more I want to play them. And like I said, and this is a deck which is not super spiky with ATOC, which I can easily run, and where they fit super good in. I mean, the Ashnod's Transmogrant is great with ATOC. The only thing you need to be a little bit aware of is if you're pumping your own creature with the Transmogrant, it will get an artifact, so they can destroy it. So be aware of that, but otherwise the Transmogrant is also super good engine to save you from the Abyss, which is quite cool. So I can just recommend it. The card is dirt cheap, like it's a €10 card, and it's so fun to play, especially with Aladdin and stuff, like just great. And yeah, the next list I will build is probably with Aladdin, red and white. Hey Charles, good to have you back.
Sorry about that. Just as I'm starting a work call that needed 30 seconds, and we're all set. You showed your ATOX.
Yeah, I showed the ATOX and talked a little bit about it. And yeah, I just said that I'm not an ATOX player at all, but I want to show the gift from my friends,
Yeah, that's always fun.
Even as always for you.
Yep.
I start.
All right. Yep, you're up first. Yeah, the Aladdins are going to be a very big problem for me. I don't want to pile 3.
But you play
pile
number 1 for you. I mean, you have so many creatures that could be game 1 a really big problem for me.
I have Blood Moon. I do have some islands in the main.
True. I will try.
We're going to try.
Go.
Yeah, that's a good start.
Library of Alexandria, 6 cards in hand. Tundra, Mox Pearl, right?
Oh. Card, your turn. Yep, 1 second. No, it doesn't tap. Return.
Yeah. Felvar is good. I have 7 cards. I draw 2, 4, 6, 8. 8 cards. Play a Ruby and a Soul Ring and pass the turn.
Okay.
I have 6 cards in hand. Mishra's Factory, right?
Mishra's. Oh, yep, Mishra's. I'm going to play a Mana Vault. And I will say pass turn.
2, 4, 6 cards in hand. I draw the 7th, number 8. Factory. And a Blood Moon. Pass the turn. 6 cards in hand.
Okay. Play City of Brass, which is a mountain. Play an Icy.
Yeah, Icy's good.
Sorry, I'm going to play the Icy like this.
Okay.
Play balance with 2 cards.
Balance 2 cards. You need to sacrifice a land.
Yep, I will sacrifice this.
1. Oh wait, I bolt you in response, I'm sorry. And I discard 3.
Sure. I'll pass turn and I will tap your Soul Ring.
Okay. Your turn.
Okay, I will go to 16. We'll play a Mistress Factory, which is a mountain. And I will pass turn and do the same thing.
I play a mountain and play a James Day Tom and pass the turn.
An island?
Yeah.
I'm at 15. I'll play a Sapphire.
Yeah.
A Modi?
Oh shit. Yeah.
But no cards. Your turn.
Yeah, but you know, you want to tap the Soul Ring?
I'm tapped. I'm all out. Oh, you do have a land. Okay, yep. I'm gonna tap the Soul Ring.
In response, I draw a card. I play Ashnod's Transmogrant and pass the turn.
All right, we're gonna untap this thing.
Yeah.
But we'll do it like this. Ace 4. Return.
Yeah.
That's a good one. Swing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. That's bad.
I mean, it's really good. Swing.
Yeah.
One card. We will disenchant your Jam Day Tom.
Tom? Yes.
And pass, and I will tap your Soul Ring.
Okay. Draw.
Do it with this mountain.
I play Aladdin.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
That's not good news, really. Because you're going to take my Icy. All right, well, we're going to swing.
Yeah.
Is there any way I can stop that?
Look how he smiles.
Yeah, I'll pass turn.
End of turn, I put a counter on your Mahamodi. He's an artifact.
Okay.
Untap. Anything in the upkeep? I tap 3 mana and Aladdin and try to steal the Mahamodi.
Can't do anything.
I will... wait, I think I have a Mahamodi myself really quick. That is probably better for people while watching, because as long as I'm stealing cards, which I try to mark, I probably should at least try. Here we go, Mahamodi.
Okay, it's tapped and it has a counter on it too.
Yeah, exactly. And it's your turn.
Okay, we'll tap for mountain.
Yes, okay.
Disenchant your Mahamodi.
Okay.
Pass turn.
I try in my upkeep. I try to tap 4 and Aladdin and try to steal the Icy Manipulator.
All right, we'll respond and tap your Ruby.
Yes, Ruby's tapped. I get an Icy Manipulator. I will also take a proxy for that. And I pass the turn over to you. Give me 1 second. I hope that's okay to do it like that with the proxies. I think that's the best way.
Air elemental pass.
Air elemental. That is a problem, to be fair.
You have an IC, you're fine.
Now I need an Ashnod's Transmogrant from the top. That would be great. I try to steal your Mox Sapphire. I do not have another Sapphire. I will do it like that.
It does not matter.
It's your turn.
Okay.
In your upkeep, I tap your air elemental.
Okay. Okay, it's your turn.
Untap. In my upkeep, I try to steal your Mox Pearl. Okay. I will leave it. I guess you tap it, right? In response. Then I draw.
Sure.
And I pass the turn to you.
Sure.
I tap your I tap your elemental in the
Oh,
upkeep.
yeah, that's what I figured.
I untap. I try to steal your Felva Stone in my upkeep. I think I
All right,
have one
I'll
more.
tap it.
Okay, I can't find it. Let's do it like that. You tap it in response. I draw one for the turn. And I pass the turn to you.
Tap this in the upkeep.
Yes. That's bad. Yep.
We'll shoot your Aladdin.
Okay, so you get back the IC.
Do I get them back or not?
You get them back.
You sure?
Yes.
Just want to look.
Artifact is returned when Aladdin is removed from play or when game ends.
Okay, all right. I don't remember the card. Okay, so I get all these artifacts back, all tapped.
All tapped.
Wow. That's really, the trikes are really good. Okay, it's your turn. 2 cards.
I try to bolt the trike.
All right, I will shoot you twice here at 3.
Okay, I play a strip mine. I try to play a wheel.
Okay.
3, 6, 7. That's not gonna do it.
Good game.
Yeah. Oh god, all the blood moons.
One more game 1.
Yes. I start again.
It's funny. I'm hoping to get Mask in play and to cast creatures under, and it just doesn't happen. So it's funny how what the plan is doesn't always turn out to.
Yeah, I really hope not to find all the Blood Moons because they're just not that good against you.
I don't think they're super. I mean, I have a lot of islands in the deck, and the deck is mainly blue.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, you can cast all the creatures even under Blood Moon.
Yeah, well, trikes are definitely castable, and then I mean, I still need 2 blue mana for
I
creatures.
think I made a major mistake. I had the Aladdin in hand since turn 1. I should have cast it earlier and steal your artifacts. Too bad. Okay.
All right, pile 1.
Pile 3 for you.
All right.
I try.
I'm going to take a mulligan. I can't really do that much with this.
Yeah, my hand is not that strong, but it's okay.
1, 2, 3.
Number 1.
Okay, we will try this and put 1 on the bottom.
Okay.
Okay. We'll play this beautiful basic land.
Sir.
Oh, you start. Yep. You go. Sorry.
Sir. Hey, talk, go.
All right. We'll play this beautiful basic land, and pass turn and cast Ancestral in your upkeep.
Red Elemental Blast? No, just kidding. Draw your 3 cards.
That would be bad.
Strip Mine. Soul Ring. Relic Barrier. Strip your island and attack with the ATOC. No sex. Go.
Okay.
Island Ruby. Illusionary Mask is good.
Sure. Till the deck tick, I thought this was 1 to cast. I'm glad I'm not playing this like cockatrice.
I try to cast Blood Moon again. Attack you for 1. Pass the turn in your upkeep. I try to tap the Illusionary Mask. You need to tap it, right?
Oh, it's a poly artifact, but you could tap it.
Then
I don't think that works.
Give me a second. Let's quick check because this is. Oh, no, you don't need to tap it. So then the ruby, please. Your turn. I thought you need to tap it.
It's your turn.
Yes. Mishra's Factory. Try to cast Aladdin under the Blood Moon.
Okay.
And attack.
17.
With the ATOC. And in your upkeep, pass the turn in your upkeep, I tap the ruby.
Okay. I will play a Tundra, which is a mountain.
True.
And I will say pass turn.
Untap. I try to steal your Illusionary mask.
Okay.
I directly sacrifice it into the ATOC.
Okay.
Swing for... Oh, sorry, I need to draw a card for the turn, and then I swing for 3.
Okay, 14.
Pass the turn. I'm sorry.
We'll tap that. You tap the ruby.
Yeah, I tap the ruby in your upkeep.
An island.
Yeah. Mana Vault is okay. Air Elemental is good.
Air Elemental. Play Mana Vault, Air Elemental, and pass turn.
Nothing to do in the upkeep. Okay. I play Icy Manipulator. I tap down your Air Elemental and swing for 1.
Okay, 13.
And pass the turn. In your upkeep, I try to tap your ruby.
Okay, and I'm going to go to 12.
Yep.
And this is untapped. We'll play City of Brass.
Yes.
It's a mountain. I think I have to go for it, which is kind of a feel bad. I don't think I can just sit back and 12. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. So yeah, you could do 11 damage.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's not a good position, but I don't think I have a choice.
Okay.
You could tap one of these down. I'm in big trouble no matter what. That's you. It's your turn. I can't attack. As you play an artifact, I just lose.
That's true. Untap. Thinking. Nothing in upkeep. Draw. I try to steal your ruby.
Okay.
So ruby is stolen. You have how many cards in hand? Then I just pass the turn over to you.
Okay. Untap this.
I tap it again in the upkeep.
Oh yeah, so I'm not even going to do that. That's right. You have a relic bearer. I can't do that. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll just back. Yep.
But
I'll just take one damage.
Yep.
And draw. Yeah, I don't think I can do that much. You can tap one, tap both. And how much damage you have?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 artifacts with your mana vault.
I can't do anything because I'm going to take damage from the vault too.
Yeah.
So like this is always the awkward thing because like sideboarding against you, I should take out the illusionary mask because they're weak to begin with, and then you have Aladdin. So the whole point of the episode was to try to see them use. So I kind of have to make a weaker sideboard plan than normal. I would like to. I don't want to go through the whole episode and not use them.
I want these. Man, I just want to board my whole sideboard.
I think pretty much that's the same thing here. Except that like taking out all like, I mean, taking out Sandra Jins and Leviathan. I mean, that's the whole point of the deck is to have to leave in all the bad cards.
Same here. I mean, I'm sitting here and thinking about boarding out Aladdin, just because. I mean, the strategy is good, you know, but it's the question is it good enough against a creature deck like yours?
I need to leave in the creatures and the mask. I just have to do it. I have to take a chance. I'd rather bring out blue power than do that.
And actually, the strategy worked quite well once. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16.
All right, let's just see what we have.
Yeah, it is the right choice. My heart tells me no, but my brain says yes. This is it. This needs to be the.
I'll take out one, I guess.
And we have a first time on Brewers Tavern. I bought in all 15 cards against you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. All of them. Just all of them. I normally don't run transformational sideboards. Not like you. I know you're the guy who loves transformational sideboards.
I think they're interesting. Well, these two have to come in.
But so far, I need to say I like the episode. So many new cool cards and fun to play. Also,
I don't.
Yeah, sorry.
Just don't think I can bring. I don't think I want to bring out more. I mean, there's just like the whole point of the episode is to use some of these. I'm just the sideboard tech is just going to be like this is what I brought out because I didn't want to bring out any cool stuff. It's just like that's it.
Yeah, it's it. But to let you know, the Aladdins in I might or might not have taken out the Aladdins.
I will find out. I'm locked in here. This is just what I'm going for.
Let's see.
I mean, the living the dream is getting a mask and getting to play Leviathan, which would be and getting one attack and with that.
Okay, but if that happens, I mean, that is.
Oh yeah, it's as cool as you get. Pile 2.
Pile number 1. If that happens, that will be amazing.
I mean, if you could win a game with Leviathan, I mean, that's kind of unbelievably cool. It's the biggest creature in Old School, right?
Yeah.
Nothing that's 11/11. Nothing else that's 10/10, I don't think.
It's only a 9/9, which I remember. The Colossus of Sardia.
So strange. I just thought I took one of these cards out. I'm sorry. I have to take a new hand. This is what I meant to bring in, and I literally shuffled back in the same cards I meant to take out.
Okay.
I mean, like, I can't believe I just took Time Twister out. I don't understand it. So
that's
okay. I did not bring in a sideboard. And by the way, I had Ancestral. Just like what a sorry.
No problem. I mean, mistakes happen.
I'll just show this. This is what I'm going to bring in. Oh, fuck.
So you just shuffled in the same cards you wanted to board.
I took 7 cards out and I just put the same 7 cards back in by accident.
Nice. But that happened to me also one time on a pre-modern tournament. I won game 1, shuffled, all good. I drew 7 cards. We played a round, and after the second round, I lost completely. I was like, oh my god, I forgot to board. I just forgot to sideboard. Happens.
But it's just like so weird. Like I just took Twister out. Like how am I looking at this? Uh, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Everyone gets a preview. That's fine. Really funny.
Yeah. Happens.
Okay, give me a new pile this time.
Pile number 3.
Yeah, I had it successful.
True.
I'm going to be taking a mulligan.
Okay, yeah, this is unkeepable. I really did not understand how this illusionary mask works.
I mean, it's never played, right? I mean, it's really not playable. Like, this deck is scratching the bottom of the barrel to figure out, like, what's some use for it. I mean, the biggest use you could find would be Leviathan, because you literally save 4 islands and get 1 free attack in. You have some advantage with Serendip Jin and a free 1, 2, 3.
Number 3. Leviathan is also a card I really want to break. Because it's so cool,
that's like Bolas, which is it's a dream to get 1 attack in, right?
Yeah, exactly. But Akos posted that deck picture in the Neos group of his brother. Did you see that? With the
that's it. It's really, really cool.
I want to play that at least once. But I'm missing 2 Elder Dragons. I need to buy them.
I will keep this and I will put this underneath. All right. I will start. Turn 3 cards.
Mox, Soul Ring, Mace, your turn. You said Mace is bad again. Mace is super good against you, and you're afraid of Mace of Beat.
I mean, of course, right?
Wait. The Felvar is not tapping for mana.
It's your turn. That's obviously really bad for. I have these big creatures with these huge downsides.
That's true. Your turn. Now the Felvar Stone is tapping for mana.
Yep. And we'll that.
Yep. Cool.
Sure.
Air Elemental is good.
Air Elemental. Yep.
I try to cast Aladdin.
Okay.
Pass the turn.
Control magic.
No. Okay. Fair.
Well, it cost me a Lotus to steal something of yours, so I have to really want it. Your turn. Oh, wait. Yep, you have Maze. Yep, your turn.
This is yours. I just draw for the turn. I lightning bolt my own Aladdin. Just in case. And it's your turn.
Okay. Tundra.
Yep.
And it's your turn.
Oh man, I forgot to play something. Oh. A talk. Your turn.
You play Atog. That's pretty good, right? Yep.
Your turn.
Sure.
Okay, untap. Draw. Mace of it. Go.
Oh my god, that's so terrible for me. Your turn.
Your turn. But there's also nothing I can do. I mean, I have 4 cards in hand. And basically, the cards I have, the 3 of the 4 are just useless. My
turn.
Factory. Go for it.
Okay. We'll tap your Atog, I guess.
Okay.
Chaos Orb.
Chaos Orb is okay.
We'll take out a maze.
Yeah.
We will tap Maze of Ith.
Yeah.
We'll get in there for 4.
I read Elemental Blast your guy. Or at least I try. Okay.
And drain it.
Yeah. Then I go to 16.
Your turn.
Try to shatter your icy.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, but with the pearl. And then I will strike back. Empire strikes back with ATOG and Factory. Pass the turn.
Is that for 3?
Yes.
Okay.
Your turn. But like this, sorry. Yeah, that works like that.
The cards you have?
4? No, 3. Sorry, 3.
Blast your ATOP.
Nah, come on.
Do we be aggressive? Do we be aggressive here? Yeah, because I think the longer this goes, the worse.
Okay. Cool.
Sure.
Mount, go.
We'll lose this and take 3 damage.
Okay.
City of Brass.
Yes.
Auto attack.
Sure. Oh no, wait. Yeah, attack. That's fine.
Nothing?
No.
Okay. Swing.
Disharmony. This is how that works, right?
Yeah, you take control of a creature.
I take your Jin.
Yep, and then you block this.
Exactly.
Okay. It's your turn.
Nice. I would have loved to have Ashnod's Altar. That would be amazing. Like, really. I would have celebrated like hell to do that at least once.
You can't celebrate too hard when I'm trying to play these awful cards, Mitja, that like just to get them under mask.
But these synergetics in a mono red deck, you know what I mean? Which people actually could like try at least once, because like this harmony with an Ashnod's Altar isn't that bad. Or I mean, it is bad, but
you're attacking.
Yeah, you can try it with a Diamond Valley. Yeah.
Disenchant.
Yes, Factory's disenchanted. No lands I played, and your turn. Yeah, Mahamodi's good.
Yep, and you can just maze it.
Yeah.
And your turn.
Play a mountain and try to Chaos Orb your Mahamodi. And pass the turn.
11. Your turn.
Draw for the turn. Nothing to do here. Pass the turn.
Your turn.
I draw. I play a library and have 3 cards in hand and pass the turn.
Your turn. 800 pass.
Yeah, I draw a card and
this sacrifices. There's no land.
Yeah. That's okay. I have 4 cards in hand now and pass the turn.
3 cards. Your turn.
I draw 5 cards and pass the turn.
Go to 7.
Yeah.
Strike.
Ooh. Strike is good.
You have a major. Okay. Your turn.
Draw. 6 cards in hand. Pass the turn.
I took 9 damage for trying to play this creature.
True. That's true.
Your turn.
2, 4, 6 cards in hand. Draw number 7. Draw with library number 8. factory, and a Ashnod's altar. Pass the turn.
Play mask. And turn.
My turn?
Wait, it's 2 mana, not 1.
Yeah.
Okay, yep. Your turn.
Give me a second. End of your turn, I try to activate factory.
Okay.
Okay, then I go to my turn. 6 cards, draw number 7 and number 8. Yay, I play land and pass the turn. 2, 4, 6, 7 cards in hand.
Play a jet.
Yeah.
A trike.
Another trike. Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Turn.
I untap 2, 4, 6.
Yes, I guess I could have played him underneath, but I'm not going to. I don't want to. There's no benefit.
Then I draw in the upkeep with the library, draw for the turn. Play a mountain and a mox jet. And I think I'm gonna pass the turn.
Go to attack.
Okay. I try to play Disharmony.
One of them. So one you target. One you target, I will shoot you 3 times with.
Yeah, okay. So I go to 13. And I block your trike and sack the trike into an Ashnod's altar.
Okay. Done.
Was that right? I was at 16. Yeah, minus 3 is 13. Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, second main. I'll shoot you 3 times.
Okay. Go to 10.
Swords, my guy.
You
8.
wait. If that is cool. That's okay. Sorry. Yeah, that's good.
And we'll go to 7. We'll cast balance with 1 card.
Balance with 1 card. Oh. I want to respond and bolt you.
4.
And I discard 4 cards. And how many lands do you have? 3, right? Yeah, cool.
Your turn.
I draw. Okay. Easy top deck. Attack with factory and bolt you.
Good, you got it.
I just top decked the bolt. I tried to wheel and find another one, but good enough.
Oh man, I haven't used mask once. This is going to be one of those episodes. Should we play one? I think we have time for one more.
Mask is even harder to break than anything else. Like, the card is probably not playable.
Well, trying to, because I'm trying to play mask, I have Serendip Jin in here, and I took 9 damage from my own card and lost 3 lands or 4 lands.
Yeah, that's true.
Just to try to get to use mask, which never showed up. I think we have time for one more.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Yeah. Let's see.
And that game loss is my own creature. I took 9. I lost
Yeah.
3 lands and 9 damage.
But therefore, if I would not have top decked the Bolt or had the Wheel in hand, like one of these 2 cards, it would look super good for you because you have like the balance, and I don't know what your last card is, but that was.
But you drew an extra, like, I think 3 cards or 4 cards with library, so that got you to dig. That made a difference.
Yeah, 100%.
1, 2, or 3.
Number 1.
All right, one more shot.
But I actually like your deck. These mono blue big creatures feels pretty.
Pile 2.
What's that? Yeah, I try. At some point, I had 3 Disharmony in hand in the last game, and you only had the Air Elemental.
I'm gonna take a mulligan. Or stones are garbage against you, and probably should have just taken those out. But I have big creatures, so kind of the ramp is kind of important.
The Felva Stone is actually not that bad. I mean, I played a little bit around it, at least the first 2 turns, so that
2, 3.
Number 1, that I steal you the tempo a little bit.
Okay, we will try this. Put this on the bottom. Ancestral.
Target.
I don't know who I should target. It's too late. I would say pass turn.
I play a mountain and pass the turn. Sapphire and Emerald, right?
Sapphire, yeah. Play plain, Sapphire, Emerald, cool. And we'll say pass turn.
Okay, I draw for the turn. I play a Mishra's Factory and pass the turn.
Okay.
And it feels so bad to play Fair Magic.
I will play a City of Brass.
Yeah.
I will take 1. I will play Air Elemental.
I try to Red Elemental Blast that.
Your turn.
Sorry, I nearly dropped my whole hand. Wait, here's the Red Elemental Blast.
Your turn.
Draw. Oh, Lord. Relic Barrier. Pass the turn, and in your upkeep, I tap your blue mox.
Okay. Turn.
Okay, untap. Draw. Hey, I play more than 2 lands. Wow. I try to play a Chaos Orb.
Okay.
I try to take out your...
You activate.
Yeah, I activate it. Okay.
Wait, I just...
Yeah, your turn. You disenchant it, and in your upkeep, I tap your Sapphire again.
Okay, sure. Say pass turn.
Draw. Oh, here we go. Atok.
Okay, that Atok's good.
Pass the turn.
Swords him.
Nah. Robin Hood got sworded.
He'll tap the Sapphire.
Yeah, please. I tap the Sapphire in the upkeep.
And it's your turn.
Okay. Untap, draw. Hey, land number 4. Rukhaddin.
Okay.
Pass the turn in your upkeep. Tab relic.
Full swords, your guy.
It's not going anywhere, right? Pass the turn.
Okay. Yep. I'll play a jet.
Yeah.
18. We're gonna play an Air Elemental.
Yeah, that's good.
3 cards. Sure.
Play Mox Emerald. Try to cast a James Tom. And Like that. Leave one red open and pass the turn.
You tap the sapphire, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Swing for 4.
Yeah. Go to
17. And 4 cards, your turn.
Untap, draw, play a library. I have 3 cards in hand and try to attack you with the factory.
Okay. 16.
And pass the turn.
You tap the sapphire.
Exactly.
We'll play an island.
Yes.
Swing for 4.
Yeah. Go to 13.
Go to 15. Play trike.
I draw a card. Okay.
Your turn.
With the James A. Tom, I untap, draw. I play a mountain. Thinking, sorry. 4 mana. I try to cast a Rukhaddin.
Okay.
Then I try to cast a city in a bottle.
Okay.
Then I pass the turn. I get a Rukhaddin token.
Okay.
Before you go to attackers, I want to do something.
So it's a 4/4, right?
Yeah, it's a 4/4.
Okay, go. I'm going to go to attack step.
I tap the trike.
The trike.
Yeah.
Okay, I will go attack.
I block.
Okay.
My turn? So I untap. I draw. I play a mountain and pass the turn. I swing with the factory. Or at least I activate it and try to swing. And pass the turn.
An island.
Yes. I tap your trike again. I'm sorry.
Your turn.
End of turn, I draw a card with the Tom, tapping 4 mountains. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Draw. Then I untap and draw for the turn. Yeah, okay. I play Strip Mine and a Soul Ring. I try to attack you with the factory.
Shoot it twice.
You killed it, and it's your turn.
Okay. Untap.
Yeah, I tap it in the upkeep again.
The trike.
Trike is good.
Turn.
End of turn, I again draw a card out of the book. Draw and draw for the turn. I try to cast a Ashnod's Altar. Then I pass the turn.
Okay, upkeep.
Yeah. No, nothing.
Okay. Go attack.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah, no, nothing.
Swing.
Try to cast this Harmony.
How many cards do you have?
2. So how many damage?
Last. So 4, 5, 6.
6 plus 4. Yeah, that's fine.
6, you go to 7.
Yeah, I go to 7.
And turn.
End of turn, I bolt you.
Okay, I'm at 10.
I draw. Thinking. Try to fireball you for all the mana I have. Yeah.
Bless.
Then it's your turn. I tap the 4/4 strike.
Swing for 2.
Yes, go to 5.
Your turn.
Play a mountain, try to cast wheel.
Okay. I really wanted to cast this so badly. I wanted to cast this. It was just why I didn't cast this guy. One more mana.
That would be great. Oh, come
Didn't care about this guy. I really wanted to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. One mana short. All right.
I played a land, right?
Oh no. Oh no.
I think I played this mountain, but I'm unsure. What I will do is I try to shatter your 4/4 trike.
I'll shoot you 3 times.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, I also should tap mana for it.
For 2.
And then I try to cast for 4 mana another rock egg.
Okay.
And then I pass the turn.
All right. Anything on the upkeep?
I tap your trike, I guess.
All right. Play a land.
Oh, I can't play the rock egg.
You have a bottle. Okay. So rewind.
Yeah, sorry. I looked at the board and I thought, did I do something wrong last turn? Suspicious, and then I saw it. I'm sorry.
No problem. I do that too. Anything else or no?
No. I just tapped with the Relic Barrier your trike. I'm sorry.
Right. So play that Tundra.
Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 6, and we will play a trike to finish it.
I want to respond and draw a card.
Sure.
Too late. Yeah, got it.
Okay, so completely not what I was hoping for.
But
Where are these masks? I also have I have 2 transmute artifacts to try to get the mask. I have it set up.
I was to be fair, I was too greedy with that last disharmony. I should have just tapped one and go for it.
Yeah, a little bit greedy there because blue blasts are a thing, and otherwise you're taking a lot of damage.
And I thought, okay, doesn't matter. Greedy McGreedson is on its way, and yeah, like I got destroyed as usual when I'm greedy like that. I think I have it. Oh, sorry. Are these 15 cards? Sorry, when I never boarded in so many cards. 2, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. One card is missing. Give me a second. I need to double check my picture.
I know I brought in 7. I just don't remember what I brought in anymore.
Oh, of course, the city in a bottle. 100%. Nice.
Oh, yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it's the 2 planes. That's why I didn't see it.
If you want, you can start this time.
Yeah, definitely start. You're always quicker than me.
Okay, yeah, sure. So what I bored out was basically the control package with the holding mines, because I thought you're white and blue and you will bring in artifact removal, so I will never tap down those. And we're both drawing and you're just a better deck than I have, so I really don't want to get into a top deck draw mode where you draw as many cards as I do. So I decided to take out the holding mines and bring in the rock eggs. Because they're good blockers. I know all your creatures are flying, but I have the Ashnod's Altar and the City in a Bottle, which makes it 3 options to sacrifice it, which is probably enough to get 4/4 flyers out of it. And I mean, you were pretty scared, right? You swore it once. Then I took out the Aladdins because I thought, okay, if I take your ramp artifacts, there's basically nothing more to take than that. So I brought in the 3 Disharmony to steal your creatures and make your attacks worse, and I hope to sacrifice your creatures into the Ashnod's altar, which worked at least once. Then I took out the 4 Ashnod's Transmogrant for 2 Shatters and 2 Maze of It, because when I take out the Aladdin, I don't need to keep the Transmogrant. There's no reason to do it. I mean, there's the corner case where I give a creature a counter and use a Shatter to destroy it, but this is so rare, so I decided to bring in 2 Shatters and 2 Maze of It. And then the last 4 cards I took out were the 4 Blood Moons. I saw Infinite Basics game 1, so I decided to take out those and bring in the Red Elemental Blast, which kill probably like 90% of your creatures. And the City in a Bottle, which is attacking your mana base as well. Your Serendip Djinn, which I saw. I did not see the Serendip Ifrit, so I couldn't guess that you have it, but I think this is good enough. Also, I need it to activate Rukax. Yeah, this is basically it.
So this episode, I never got to use Mask at all, which is kind of disappointing. In the main, I have 2 Transmute artifacts. I took one out of the sideboard just to try to find it, because they don't really do that much. The dream would have been to really get the big guy out face down. But even if I could have got the Serendip Djinn, I never got to use the Mask with him. And one Serendip Djinn just literally killed me for a game. 9 damage, I think, in 3 or 4 lands. So too bad. It's very hard to get this to work. I think this plan is basically what you could do, because if you look at what creatures will give you some advantage casting face down, Electric Eel, when you'd save 1 point of damage, but it's not that much, and you're kind of stuck with blue and red. The Djinn, at least saving 1 land sacrifice and maybe 3 damage is okay. Serendip Djinn is 1 every upkeep. You'd at least save the first one. This is the big one, but we tried, but it doesn't always work. Like the episode a few episodes ago where we tried to have the Moat Gravity Sphere combo and have the Stone Giant throw creatures up in the air and swing. It doesn't always work out in an episode to do every cool thing that we want to do with the cards. For sideboarding, I basically could have brought in the Sarahs, which would have been great, especially if I knew you had Maze. Control Magic isn't bad because we just have mono red, and being able to take an Aladdin, which was causing me major problems, or an Atog, which I do have artifacts, isn't bad. Again, you have lots of artifact targets, and Moat is really good. I don't see any flying creatures. And if I knew you were bringing Ices, then Maze, another Icy would have been useful. So there's a lot of useful cards, but I didn't want to take out the masks and some of like the bad creatures I'm playing with. What I decided to do was bring in the 2 Blue Blasts, which are just too good against a mono red list. The swords we're going to have, because you do need to beat me probably with some creatures. The swords had to come in. Control Magic is a super good card because I can steal the creature rather than just removing it, although it's subject to Red Blast. And after seeing your Blood Moons, I definitely was going to bring in the 2 basics. I didn't know that you're taking it out, Blood Moon out, but even if you do, I'm bringing in a couple white cards, so it's not terrible. And factories seem to not do that much against you.
True. That's right.
I did not think the draw 7 is great against a mono red deck. Time Walk is marginal. I like the Transmute artifact. Try to get Mask, but you could just steal artifacts. So I didn't think this was great. The Djinns are so tough in a match like this. I took 1 out of the 3 out. Disc, I'm definitely not keeping in when you could steal the disc. That's just crazy. And I exchanged 2 lands for 2 lands. So that was the sideboarding plan. Very cool deck. I like the mono red control. Really cool to see it. Disharmony is a really cool card, obviously. Maze of It's a very important card for mono red, since if you can't fireball a very big creature, that deals with a lot. Between Bottle and Maze, they're super important cards for mono red. Very fun episode. I hope everyone enjoyed episode 88. Hopefully these are 2 cool decks to see. And we look forward to seeing you in episode 89 of the Brewers Tavern soon. Thanks, everyone, and please subscribe.
Thank you, Charles. See you next time. Bye-bye.